Hello, fellow ambitionists, and welcome to Goal Accomplishment Made Easy, the podcast. I'm your host, and this is where we turn your ambitions into actionable plans through proven strategies, personalized goal roadmaps, and a focus on progress. I'll guide you in breaking down big goals into milestones you can achieve. Each episode delivers practical tools to help you stay on track and make real progress towards your goals. Ready to start accomplishing? Let's dive in. Hello, fellow ambitionists, and welcome to Goal Accomplishment Made Easy. Today, we are talking about some things that I have tried, okay? If you are an ambitious person, you are in the right place, okay? Because we are talking about how to hack this thing and figure out how to achieve our goals so that we can be our version of successful, okay? This is your first time here, welcome. My name is Desiree. I am a fractional COO, which is a Chief Operations Officer, and I am a project manager by trade, okay? Project management is literally taking an idea and bringing it to fruition with all the tasks and things that need to happen in order for that to be accomplished by the time you need it to, right? Operations is the systems and processes that you put in place so that can happen. So, I'm not a morning person, but I tried following a strict morning routine for 30 days to hit my goals. And I want to tell you about what happened, okay? So, when it comes to achieving goals, morning routines are often shown as a key to success, right? You get up at 4:30 a.m. if you want to be a millionaire, right? Yeah. So, inspired by countless articles and success stories, I decided to implement a strict morning routine for 30 days to see if it would make a difference in my productivity, my focus, and my goal progress, because that's what I care about. Am I getting closer to the goal or not? That's what I care about. So here's how it went, what I learned, and whether I think it's worth it. Okay, so here was the plan. Okay, the plan was to craft a strict morning routine. All right, so I built my morning routine and habits. I built my morning routine around habits that high achievers swear by, right? So here's what it looked like. Girl, buckle in. Wake up at 5:30 a.m. Okay? I wanted extra time to work on my goals before the day got busy. Okay? When they say drink your water, mind your business. Step 2. Second thing I did was hydrate immediately. Drinking water was supposed to energize me, right? And start the day on a healthy note. I do my alkaline water essential. I don't know if that's how you say it, but that's how I say it. Okay? I have the, what is this? The 1.25 liter bottle of that, okay? Third thing, 10 minutes of meditation to clear my mind and reduce stress. That was via Calm. I'm not one of those woo-woo woke-ish people. I'm just kind of basic in that area. The only area I am basic in. Fourth thing I did, 30 minutes of exercise. Okay? That was Pilates, girl, because who bought the for 30 days straight? Okay? Who wants that? So I did Pilates. That was my workout of choice. 30 days of exercise to boost my energy levels and mood, right? The fun stuff now, the fifth thing I did was 15 minutes of goal review, which is reviewing my long-term and daily goals for focus. Okay? 45 minutes of focused work, meaning, my lunch was coming back up, girl. Working on a top priority goal before any distractions crept in, right? And the last thing, because I always skip this, healthy breakfast, like a higher protein meal to fuel my brain and body type deal. And just so you know, like, I was not in there parodiing it. You don't just go from missing breakfast all the time to just out here just whisking up pancakes every day for 30 days. That's just... So, like little meal bars were getting us through, okay? So, week 1 was adjusting to the routine. And even though I'm ambitious, the first week was rough because you are starting to do things that are not your natural routine, right? It is now, but let's talk about week 1. It was rough. I needed help. So waking up at 5:30 felt unnatural for me as someone with just me being here and no school or, job that I have to go to or anything like that. So I was groggy for the first few days. However, sticking to the routine gave my mornings a structure that, I hadn't necessarily experienced before. I do wake up at the same time. Prior to this, I did wake up at the same time regular because I do love my routines. But some little different, happened. So I felt like a little sense of accomplishment by just completing the steps. You know what I'm saying? But that's the good side. Let's talk about some challenges I faced, right? The temptation to hit snooze. Child. Okay, so adjusting my bedtime, right? Because I'm a whole adult. I gotta give myself a bedtime. Really? So adjusting my quote-unquote bedtime was harder than expected. And the early wake-up call felt brutal at first, okay? Next, we have physical fatigue. My body wasn't used to morning workouts, and I felt sore and sluggish, okay? Not at that early in the morning. Like, it's still nighttime. Like, it's the moon is out. What are we doing? My workouts are normally when, like, the sun is just about to do its thing. You know what I'm saying? Why am I working out with the moon? That's wild. Last one is time pressure. Completing the entire routine before me starting like my productive work kind of thing kind of felt overwhelming because I was giving myself like the pressure of like, I gotta finish this at this time so I can start doing work related stuff for clients. And that was me. I put that pressure, but just let you know how it went for me. Okay. Week 2 was building momentum. All right, so by week 2, I started to notice small improvements. My mornings felt calmer and more intentional, and I became more consistent with reviewing my goals. First, I don't have a problem with reviewing my goals, period. Doing it when the moon is up, and when I went to sleep, the moon was there, and when I woke up for my day, to start my day and can't go back to sleep for the rest of the day, the moon was up, that was a problem. It was a problem. So, meditating and journaling helped me feel less stressed, and I found I was starting my workday with a clearer sense of priorities because usually what I was doing before was just like I wake up, can do like a little bit of something for myself for like a very small period of time, and then I just jump into serving other people, and I'm doing it until like 10 at night, and you're just going and going and going and going. So waking up that early, just have some time to like do things for me that are going to fuel me and advance certain areas of my business that I want to expand that are not client facing. That was nice. It was nice. So here's some highlights, okay? Week 2 gave me improved focus, right? Having time to set aside for goal review that early in the morning because I was trying to push it to my normal time, but it was just, I feel like dissonance, like, and I didn't like it. So I had to, feel like I was cheating, girl. So I had to put it back up there at that early morning time like I was supposed to. But it helped me prioritize tasks more effectively throughout the day. I had a better mood. This is week 2, child. Week 2, I had a better mood. Week 1, I was like, for why? What am I trying to prove? And getting up at 5:30 in the morning, but you don't have to. Ugh, this hustle culture of America is just ugh. So, had a better mood week 2. Okay, less aggy about why I did this to myself. The combination of exercise and meditation boosted my energy and reduced morning anxiety, right? Because no one wants to just get up and start doing shit. Get up and just start excelling. Like, no. Let me, like, warm up to it. Like, let me, like, work my way up to just getting up and just doing stuff that's productive. You know what I mean? Because I'm a very productive person, but just, like, in the morning, like, don't ask me to excel. Like, I just opened my eyes and you want me to be breaking my back already. Like, give me until 10 to fill my little black girl magic cup. Like, dang. Barely opened my eyelid barely opened up and you like, ooh, let's go crush today. I'll crush today at 10 a.m. Okay. Next one was increased productivity. Okay. So tackling a key goal early in the morning gave me a sense of progress before the day officially started. And that was just like, that was elite. Okay. That was elite for me. Week 3 was facing setbacks. Okay. By the 3rd week, the initial excitement wore off, child. I had a few days where I overslept or I skipped parts of the routine. Okay. And these slip-ups made me realize the importance of flexibility, right? Because I may have missed it at the time I was supposed to do it in the morning, but I did do it, right? I wasn't just like, oh, well, I just didn't do it today. Girl, no. You're never gonna make it nowhere like that. So I did do it. I just didn't do it at the time that I was supposed to in that moonlight, that moonlight routine. So key takeaways for these are: life happens, okay? Some mornings didn't go as planned, and that's okay. The routine was a guide, not a strict rule book, especially when life is lifing and you got external factors that you are trying to mitigate and you got fires you're trying to put out. And if you're someone like me who is an empath, you feel other people's issues a bit more than you should. That energy just sits on you and you have to work a little bit harder to shake it off. And for me, those kinds of things affect my my energy and my productivity, right? It's like it feels like I'm off, like there's like a not like an ache on me, but like a funk that's on me. And it's hard for me to focus on anything outside of fixing the issue when there's an issue, right? Because we need to fix this. This needs to be solved. And we don't have to solve it right now, but the solutions need to be in play. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes that happens, right? And adjustments help. So by shortening my exercise time from, I was doing 30 minutes at first, I did 20 for my Pilates. And one time I did 10 because I was like, child, the goal is to work out. Okay, that's the goal. So sometimes it be like that. And then other days I'll do a longer workout to make up for these shorter workouts that I did, right? Because I did the little tally. 30 minutes of exercise for this many days is this many minutes. So ultimately at the end of the week, as long as I hit this many minutes, it shouldn't matter if it was 30 minutes every single day or not. Some could be 10, some could be 20, some could be 45. You know what I mean? So like that's what I mean by being flexible. But either by shortening my exercise time or shifting meditation to later in the day made the routine more sustainable for me, right? Because you're going to hit the goal, but sometimes you have to tweak a couple things instead of trying to force a couple things. You just have to adjust a little bit. So, because it's your life, like you make the rules. You make the rules. So if you need to push it back a little bit, or this day you can do a little bit less and make up for it, as long as your follow-through game has to be on point, though. Like, you can't say I can't do as much today and then you never circle back. Like, you know how much you need to have had done by the end of the week. That number needs to be hit. You know what I'm saying? Even if it has to all be pushed to the weekend type deal. So week 4 was what I just talked about, finding what works. Okay. By the end of the 30 days, I had settled into a version of the routine that worked for me. While I didn't follow the original plan perfectly every day, the consistency I maintained helped me see progress in my goals and feel more control of my time, right? So these are the results. Better time management, which was starting the day with purpose, reduce procrastination later on. And when I say with purpose, it's not like I wasn't doing that before. I mean, having time to myself to do things that I want to do, to feed myself and fill my own cup versus getting up, getting ready, and then going to fill someone else's cup like indefinitely until the end of the day. Felt good to me. It also felt like I gave myself more time in the day, right? So it almost kind of felt like starting the day with purpose, with that kind of purpose, like reduce procrastination later on. And not procrastination in a sense of like, oh, well, I don't want to do that right now. Like, I don't want to do that task right now, or whatever the case may be. It's one of these clients is running me ragged, child. And what I thought I was going to do after this, I may not do because I need to recuperate from that. You know what I'm saying? So being able to fill my cup earlier in the day so that I could have surplus that will overflow to the people I have to serve helped out a lot, right? So the next result was progress on my goals, which I'm always going to make that. So that's not really like that's a no-brainer. But my focus work sessions helped me complete a few important tasks that I don't want to use the word procrastinating on because I just feel like that has like negative connotations, but I had to push off a little bit because people's over there draining my cup, child. That was just vampire, just sucking up all my energy. So I had to, okay, it helped. The last result was improved well-being, okay? Regular exercise, meditation, and goal review left me feeling more balanced and motivated. Now, I want to talk about something. Goal review, I've always been doing that. My freaking business is called Goal Accomplishment Made Easy, like, Regular exercise, I was doing that, but I wasn't doing it every single day, right? Meditation. The meditation is what I slept on because I was like, me just sitting here with my eyes closed, I'm not about to feel nothing. I'm not. Like, I'm just wasting time. I could be doing something right now. But the art of being still and being a human being instead of a human doing, child, almost like, that snatched my wig. I don't even wear wigs. I have locks. But like, yeah, I've been holding out on the secrets. And then also, meditation is also can be like journaling how you're feeling for the day and what kind of like your stresses were. And I knew it, but being able to see it, that for 30 days, I looked at how, because, I had it ask me like how I was feeling at different parts of the day, so like 3 times of the day. And consistently, I'd be feeling away at the top of the day. I'd be feeling away around this time, and I'd be feeling away around this time. And that stressor was all in the same category, right? And so that client got to go. I felt it already. I was like, oh, because you're there, you're experiencing the stress or whatever, but you're not really noticing it because you're trying to fix the problem. You're trying to, just keep things afloat and keep things going. But to just be able to see, like, written out, this day, like not letting up. Even on days that I'm not working with this client, still started late because still feeling anxiety and funk over what's going to be happening on this day or this day. I just said, "Ooh, girl." So my remedy for that is that's getting taken care of. Okay, that's getting taken care of. So here's what I learned. Okay, a strict routine is not for everyone. Okay, flexibility is key. While I loves me some structure, I found it more effective when I adapted it to my needs. Because here's the thing, the goal is the goal, not the how, right? So if you accomplish the goal in the time frame you want to accomplish it, you did what you set out to do. You may have to adjust the strategy, which is the how, a number of times to still be able to do what you need to do, because every day is going to be different. Every day is going to bring you different things, right? Sometimes you gotta pivot. Sometimes you're gonna be on top of it, and other times you're gonna be like, girl, if you don't get up out my face, I'm doing the best I can right now. Okay? So flexibility is key, right? Second thing I learned, which I already knew, but it was cool to be able to see it targeted in a small amount of time, that small wins build momentum, right? Because this was only for 30 days. I've been ambitious and hitting goals intentionally since, let me put my age out there. Let's say for about over 15 years, okay? I should have just said the age at that point because I wasn't no better. Well, over 15 years, right? Setting my long-term goals, my short-term goals, all that good stuff. So that's not nothing new, but doing something intentional, like in small spurts, like this 30-day thing that I just did, small wins build momentum, right? Like even completing a portion of the routine made me feel accomplished, right? And then the last thing I learned, girl, that morning routine is not no magic fix, okay? It's a helpful tool, but hitting your goals also requires consistent effort throughout the day, right? You can't just excel in the first 4 hours of your day and then be jack shit for the rest of the day. That's not how it works. So, would I recommend it? If you are feeling scattered or struggling to make progress, a morning routine can definitely help you focus. However, it's important to personalize it, okay? And not beat yourself up if you miss a day or two. I definitely try not to miss a day. I definitely try to make sure that I did what I needed to do before that 11:59 p.m. turned into 12 a.m. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you may actually miss a day. Something traumatic may come up, and you're just like, the last thing I'm trying to do is wake my black ass up at 5:30 in the morning when I got this going on. So you may miss a day or two, but I feel like doing something to kind of balance that out, like cancel it out, I feel like it's going to be helpful for you so that you don't feel like you are letting yourself down, or you can never be consistent, or you can never do what you said you're going to do, right? Because I know that when we tell people that we're going to do stuff, sometimes they don't believe it because they're like, okay, because you fall off, and no one wants to be that person. So adapt it to you. If you were supposed to do X today and you didn't get to do X today, make sure to make up for it, right? So that you can tell yourself, one, you always show up and you always do what you say you're going to do, period. You might not do it in the time you said you were going to do it, but you did it in the time frame you said you were going to do it, right? And then that also helps people believe in you as well. So it's important to personalize it, okay, and not beat yourself up if you miss a day or two. The key is to use the routine as a framework to support your goals, not as another source of pressure, okay? For me, I was applying pressure and not in like the good sense. It was not. I'm just giving myself another thing that I needed to exceed in, right? Because if you're ambitious, or you are success driven or goal driven or whatever the case may be, this could be applying unnecessary pressure and stress. So this like morning routine situation is supposed to be a framework right? Just a framework. This routine is a framework to support your goals. Do what the original, framework someone gives you is, and then you tweak it to what works for you, something that you can actually sustain, right? Because this version of it, they can sustain. Make it yours so that you can sustain it and stay on top of things, right? Oh, child. I'm excited to talk to you about the next thing I did, and that'll be in tomorrow's episode. But I have been trying out some different techniques for the past couple of months, and now I'm finally done. And so you're going to get a lot of episodes about things I tried for 90 days, things I tried for 60 days, 30 days, blase. And so it's going to be story time. My episodes are going to be a little longer. So just go ahead and prepare your mind, body, and soul for that. It will be good. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm just chatting now because I'm done. My name is Desiree, if I didn't say that before. If you are looking to implement anything that I say in any of these episodes, please go to goalaccomplishmentmadeeasy.com. Okay? It is not just a podcast, it is a program. Okay? And you work with me personally to create and execute on your action plan for hitting your goals. Okay? So I walk you step by step on what needs to be done, how, why, when, where, all that good stuff. And we meet every 2 weeks. After I give you the plan, you go out and you implement. Come back in 2 weeks, you tell me what worked, what didn't work, and we'll adjust the strategy and the timeline because you got to be flexible. Life be lifing, right? You also told me what you did do and what you didn't do on the things in your task list, and that we will adjust the strategy and the timeline because sometimes that's needed, right? And we'll do that every 2 weeks until you hit your goal, and then when we hit that one, we move on to the next one. So, goalaccomplishmentmadeeasy.com. I can't wait to talk to you about this topic tomorrow. All right? Bye. Thanks for tuning in to Goal Accomplishment Made Easy, the podcast. Stay committed. Keep taking those small daily steps and watch your goals turn to reality. For more resources and personalized support, visit goalaccomplishmentmadeeasy.com, and we'll see you in the next episode.